So Chris Sims, former NFL quarterback, talking about Travis Hunter potentially being the guy at number 2 for the Browns.
He is the number one receiver in the draft. He is special. He is definitely a more special wide receiver than he is DB. Like, as just alone, I would just say, and again, I haven't gone full in on the corner stuff yet, but I've seen enough of him to go, he's a top 5 wide receiver pick. He's that kind of guy. He's special. I think if he just played corner, I don't think we would be going, he's a top 5 pick at corner. That would just be my 2 cents if I had to make a banner statement. But his receiver play is really, really special. And he's a phenomenal football player. He has incredible feel. It's like he grew up playing backyard football all the time. He just knows how to do everything, defense, offense, all of that, let alone I think he can be an all-pro receiver that leads the NFL in receptions. He's got that type of talent. So, yeah, I could see that at 2, Mike, for sure.
And, Fred, again, depends on what you think of the quarterbacks up there. They need a wide receiver that can threaten a defense with the ball in his hand. Jerry Jeudy's good. Give me a couple more playmakers.
Yeah, I've said that all along, and that's kind of my uninspiring. Some of the most important aspects of this offseason was get another receiver at the top of the rotation, you know, solve the running back position. I think they'll do that in the draft. Obviously, the quarterback overall, but at wide receiver, that's the interesting thing about Hunter, that he plays 2 premium positions. Andrew Berry has drafted a wide receiver every year since he's been here, and he's drafted cornerbacks the last 4 out of the 5 years. But at wide receiver, he's never went higher in the 3rd round. He loves wide receivers and cornerbacks, their premium positions. So it seemed like you could solve both, with one swoop. Barry said that wide receivers, what they look at him as, that's just it. You only get one pick. What do you put most, where does that solve more problems? Quarterback, wide receiver, cornerback, or like a defensive end, like with Abdul Carter and overall value. So that's why I keep saying if you don't go quarterback, then you take Carter or Hunter. It's just really how you view them. If Hunter was just a wide receiver and he did nothing else, would he be, ranked as the second best player in the draft? Or if he was just a cornerback, would he be I think it's that multiplicity is why he is overall. But does that translate to the NFL level? Very few can be full-time wide receiver cornerbacks. And I think you do have to pick one side. Where can he make the biggest impact? And that's the decision they have to make. And so I can buy that case. I still think you got to solve the problem of who's going to get him the ball. And that's where I'll just say one more thing. I've heard a little bit of a rumor, probably, will come to fruition or it'll go away by April 1st, because my understanding, like with Brandon Ayuk, he has a roster bonus type situation. And there's been some talk, I believe. They linked the Browns to him last year. I think they've talked some. I don't know if that would come to fruition, but that would kind of, give a little indication, in my opinion, where they go if they pull off a trade. We know Andrew Berry likes to trade for wide receivers. He's done so the last 3 years. Whether he's able to pull that off before the draft with Ayuk or somebody else, I don't know. But that would tell you where they're going.